Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon Perna, and today I want to talk about the best sleeper pick for the Denver Broncos in the 2018 NFL Draft. Now, we know how good Bradley Chubb should be, and even with Chubb, some people are saying, but the Broncos didn't need a pass rusher. They should have traded down. Wrong. Look at the Chargers, who took Joey Bosa, with Melvin Ingram already on the roster. The Broncos defense was at its peak with Miller, Ware, Ray, and Barrett, right? 4 pass rushers. Now this was a smart move, but an easy pick for Elway and company at 5.
I mean, I've never seen John Elway so excited, emotional about a draft pick. I mean, just look how he reacted after making the selection.
Really hard for me to say.
The only way this isn't a good pick is if Bradley Chubb turns out to be a bust. And not a good bust like these. A bad bust like the faces in the Hall of Fame. Those golden heads are creepy as hell. Nobody wants to say it, but they are fucking terrifying. The Pro Football Hall of Fame was anywhere other than Ohio, where they just discovered text messaging. Those heads would be holograms. Today, I don't want to talk about the guy who was selected number 5, but the guy who wore number 5, Deshawn Hamilton. That's Good Sports. Today's paid sponsor is Wellesley.com. Yes, I have more discounted hemp oil for you with my promo code ThatsGood at Wellesley.com. I use CBD-rich hemp oil for inflammation. Wellesley.com is your one-stop shop for all things CBD. They have edibles, vapes, tinctures, topicals, capsules, and many other different brands of CBD products, including my old friend CW Hemp. I also use CBD for recovery after my workouts. You think I get these bad boys without taking some supplements? No, my body produces no muscle. This is all manufactured. Note, I don't think CBD actually builds muscle. So use my promo code ThatsGood and they will give you 15% off your first order at Wellesley.com. Now, I could be wrong. A lot of things have to go right for Deshawn Hamilton to be a success at the NFL level, okay? There's no such thing as a guarantee with the draft pick. But after watching this guy play, after listening to him speak, researching him, I have a very good feeling about Deshawn Hamilton. A feeling that, to be honest, I haven't had since the first time I fell in love. Speaking of firsts, the first thing you need to know about Deshawn Hamilton, my Broncos sleeper pick, is without him, the New York Giants would not have drafted Saquon Barkley number 2 overall. Many people look at Barkley as a running back, but I think because of Hamilton, Barkley is the heir apparent to Eli Manning, as would Barkley's perfect passer rating at Penn State suggest. Hamilton, the only man on earth to catch a touchdown pass from Barkley, helped skyrocket him to the top of the draft with the perfect passer rating. Okay, fine, I'll be serious. I'll be serious about football analysis. Why does Deshawn Hamilton stick out to me in this draft? I'll admit I knew very little about him prior to the draft, but after studying him, it's a plethora
of routes.
See, we're already in sync, Hamilton and I. It's a plethora of things that will make him great at the NFL level. 1, it's his ability to catch passes across the middle. He's not scared to run those slant routes, and he finds space in the middle of the field, an area that the Broncos must be better at working to have a complete offense in 2018. One of the Broncos' weakest areas in the passing game was the slot, right? The middle of the field. Nobody could dominate that position, and we haven't had a reliable slot receiver in Denver for third downs since Wes Welker. I mean, Manning utilized Sanders and Caldwell and Fowler, but Hamilton will become that guy for Keenum right away, I believe. The coolest thing, though, is Hamilton is so much more than a slot receiver. You can't really just put that label on him. I think that's what he played maybe quite a bit as a freshman at Penn State, but in 2017, he was all over the field. He's able to get separation from corners, which means he has good speed. But college receivers getting separation, that does not impress me. All good college receivers get wide fucking open on a regular basis. because they're better athletes than the guys they're playing against. Hamilton faced good corners, can run every route, and knows how to play against press coverage, which is key to NFL success. Watch Hamilton's highlights, and one thing should stand out above all else to you. He makes contested catches. The amount of balls he reeled in with the defender right in his freaking grill or all over him is crazy. He's the type of receiver who's never really covered. I mean, just look at these touchdown grabs. That right there is such a huge safety blanket for a quarterback in the red zone. In case Keenum is the type of QB who is going to throw those balls for his receivers to catch. I mean, check out right here. In this photo, his arm is pinned. It is pinned by the Washington cornerback, and he still makes the catch. Ugh, these things get me football excited. Deshawn had 9 touchdowns with 53 catches in 2017. That's almost 2 touchdowns for every 10 catches. My only question is, why didn't Penn State throw him the ball more in 2017? Actually, I'm glad they didn't, because I think that might be a reason he slid to the Broncos in the 4th. He had a monster freshman year at Penn State with 82 receptions and 899 yards receiving. In 2017, with 29 fewer receptions, he still had 857 yards, which means his big play catches skyrocketed in his final year, a sign that he does everything well. Again, this guy is the complete package. Great hands, great route runner, will win contested balls, can play outside or inside, will get open if plays are extended. That second opportunity for guys like Keenum will be huge, and that's why I'm getting more and more rock hard for Hamilton.
What's your name, man?
Deshawn.
Hamilton. His name is
Deshawn.
Hamilton.
Deshawn.
Hamilton.
In 4 years, as Broncos fans, we are going to be begging the front office to give Hamilton a big and long contract to stay in Denver. He's not just a great player on the field, he's a mature young man who stepped up at an early age in his family when his mom was diagnosed with breast cancer while his father was still serving in the Marines, and he had to help become a role model and a bit of a parent figure for his brother Darius, who has nonverbal autism. He stepped up while his mother was being treated. Here's some of what he had to say on Good Morning Football.
So my mom having breast cancer, that really took a blow on myself and my family, but really just seeing how my dad was able to overcome that and just be strong for my entire family, and really just put another responsibility on me to be another, I guess, caretaker for my brother at that point. So then really that's when my mindset just switched, and then that just allowed me to develop into a mature young man at a very young age. And then from that point on, like you said, my brother, he has autism. I just took it upon myself really to help and be another, I guess, figurehead in the house for him, another like parental figure for him, and really just help raise him. And really when my mom and dad were obviously going through that struggle, and then that just helped shape me into who I am today, really just helped me just, I guess, appreciate all the things that I've had in my life and all the opportunities I've had.
I'm sure that being Marines helped shape you as well.
Absolutely.
High character, man, high character leader. He is a leader, and he was born in Okinawa, Japan. The setting for Karate Kid 2. Sure, that's the shittiest of the first 3 Karate Kid movies, but it is the bridge to Karate Kid 3.
And you know what he's gonna learn from me? Pain in every part of his body and fear in every part of his mind. Just forget about it, all right?
A cinematic masterpiece, which is why Hamilton will be a football masterpiece in his 3rd chapter here in Denver. All he needs now is a girl who knows how to throw. On the potter's wheel, a bonsai tree, and an adversary with a ponytail, who has a cool name like Terry Silver.
Bet your ass.
The closest DB I can imagine that fits that profile is Jason Verrett for the Chargers. Fortunately for Hamilton, Verrett more closely resembles the wooden enemy Terry Silver destroys than Terry Silver. Get it? Because Verrett's broken all the time?
Hey, I like that! Oh, I like that, Johnny! I'm gonna use that!
The last thing I will say about Deshawn Hamilton is find me one player from this draft who looked better running in his underwear. Scour the internet, you can't find it. He's the best that I have ever seen at doing this, and I used to edit porn. So I know a thing or two about evaluating guys in their underwear. The lucky number for the Broncos in this draft, number 5. Bradley Chubb, taken at 5. Deshawn Hamilton, who wears number 5. Those two guys gonna be studs. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Subscribe here on YouTube. You got to do the subscription. My website, make sure to check out my website, ThatsGoodSports.com. Posting content there on the reg. I can't believe I said that. Will Keys is writing articles for me there, so please make sure you check it out.
Then he's gonna find out what pain and fear really mean.